Okay, welcome back. So while we're still in Osun and talking to our correspondents there, we have some tweets coming in about the banking thing. We'll take that just after we hear from Bosse, our correspondent. Hey, Bosse, so how's it been so far?
Many local governments in Gedore local government. I've also been to Ede South and Ede North, and the voters are actually turned out in large numbers. But we've had few pockets of card readers not functioning, particularly at St. George's Primary School of Fatejo, Unit 6, Ward 10. And for over 4 hours, the electorate could not cast their ballot because the card reader malfunctioned. It was later replaced, but voting has commenced at this venue. Also at Unit 5 is a Osun polling unit. The card reader, when the card is inserted, it will display the details of the person, and sometimes it does not display the details of the particular person who presents the card. So voting actually was stopped at some point at that end, but INEC has asked them to continue with those who the details are actually accurate. And that's what is going on right now.
What happens to those whose details were not displayed? They cannot vote, or do they use the incident form?
They have not been allowed to vote.
Oh dear, disenfranchised. But otherwise, all is peaceful where you are?
All is peaceful, very peaceful.
Well, that seems to be the general report from all over Osun, and that is wonderful news for voters all over the country.
Thank you very much, Bosse. We'll get back to you in the course of programming as we go along the coverage of these elections. Thank you very much. All right, so we said we had some tweets coming in for as regards the banking thing. So, Emmett Darlington, that matter about the guidelines, the guidelines for the charges. Emmett Darlington says there is nowhere the guidelines can be found on the CBN website. This isn't a network problem. Mr. Okorafor may need to call someone before leaving the studio because I need those guidelines. That's Emmett Darlington. And somebody else says, Timothy actually says, see the CBN guidelines here, and it's cbn.gov.ng/document/circulars. I think that should lead you to where to find the document. Oh, yeah. Then Coyote says, little wonder why we hardly get meaningful response from our commercial banks when issues pertaining to services come up. That's Coyote Emmanuel. It says the reps of the CBN did not solve any issue, according to Coyote. Adewumi Olaiya says, I have checked at central bank portal via cbn.gov.ng to confirm the effectiveness or otherwise of their claim to protect consumers, but it turns out their server is down. That's coming from Adewumi Olaiya. I hope the CBN is listening to this.
Dear.
Then
Festus Akimboyewa says, from what I'm hearing about Osun governorship elections, we're making a good progress as a country, and I applaud INEC and the voters. I pray we replicate it across the country in 2019.
And Festus, I say amen and amen to that.
Amen and amen, I say too. So, Alero, we're still expecting to hear from Shitu Iragbiji, who is in Iragbiji, also in Osun State, and Chris Elems, who is in Ile-Ife, around Ile-Ife and environs. Okay, so Chris is ready to talk to us. Chris, we've heard from Sheon, Lanre, and Bosse, and from all their reports, everything is going well, except for a few issues of card reader malfunctioning, and then some people are not allowed to vote because their details are not shown by the card readers. What is your situation?
Right here in Ife, it's also been very smooth. First of all, the weather has been very, very friendly. Yeah, very sunny, and so a lot of people have actually come out and marched to see if they could exercise the franchise, and they're actually doing it. For those at More is actually one of the biggest polling zones around Ife here. They have just 4 polling booths, and they are but it's making voting a bit slow. That they wish they had more voting or polling booths within that particular polling zone. But however, it's been great. We've not had cases of card reader malfunctioning here, and except for one, not in More. That one was at Akarabata. We had just one case reported. But for now, security is still very much on ground. The observers are also very much on ground. The SDP candidate, Yola Omishore, Senator Yola Omishore, just voted right now, and he's left that place. He's also expressed satisfaction with the conduct so far of the election. Thank you.
In terms of security, everything is good?
Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good right here in Ife, Ijesha. We've not had any issue of thuggery or vote buying or inducement. But the police actually reported a case, not in this local government, actually from Iwo local government, that 2 persons were apprehended. But we're still waiting for details about that case of vote buying. 2 persons have been apprehended at St. Mary's School somewhere in Iwo, but we're waiting for more information on that. But around here in Ife, nothing like has been reported anywhere. Everyone is eager to cast his or her ballots and then wait for the results.
Thank you very much, Christian Lems, our correspondent, also in Osun State around Ile-Ife. Thank you. We're still hoping to hear from the other correspondent, Shitu, who is in Iraq, but hopefully we'll get him before the show runs out. But Alero, we have, again, that report seems consistent, normalcy, calm everywhere, everybody going about their voting processes. But I had this tweet from Etabong Ekanem, who says, can INEC adjust to let the PVCs be universal? I think it has to do with legislation, it has to do with the law. It says, you vote where you live, not where you register. It's a simple thing. Database process as against, which is what the banks use as well.
Yeah, but we spoke about it last week, and we were told that you had to do a letter, and remember?
But he's saying that...
To move. When you have moved, you have
Yes.
to go and inform them and then get your whatever transferred to that, your name transferred to that, to the register of the neighborhood you moved to.
But he is saying it should not be where you register. It should be where you live. In other words, you just come out of your house and go out there and vote. Like if you live within an estate, you should be able to walk out there and vote. If I registered, let's say I registered around here, around the office, because I'm always at work, and then election day, I'm not at work, I'm at home, I won't be able to vote.
Well, you should be able to, because this is, it's all on computer, isn't it? So,
that's what he's saying. If it's now universal,
you got a point.
I just get my card, go online and vote, or go to the polling station, which is around my house.
And the computer will be able to track.
So database management would go a long way in helping that. Fayose Marino Dyson is talking about what the state owes the citizens, and he's saying, what has the government done with the taxes collected so far? He's asking. And that says, major roads in Ibadan and Akure are in their worst condition. This is from Fayose Marino Dyson. He's sending in this tweet. What has the government done with the taxes collected? Welcome back. Our closing moment here on Sunrise. Again, we're following step by step the processes in Osun State where the elections are happening to decide who will take the #1 job. Our correspondents are spread across the 3 senatorial districts. We're going back and forth, talking to them, and they're talking to the people and bringing us and keeping you informed about the situation on ground. But beyond that, we also talked about voter education, what your responsibilities are and what the responsibilities of the state are. And
gladly, civic studies are about to restart in schools, and that is very important now that we have a democracy. Your duty to your state, your country, and the duty of the state and your country to you. It's a two-way street.
Indeed. We also need to educate your younger ones and the elderly who might have forgotten, as in those who are more literate need to educate the others as regards this, especially this idea about vote buying or no vote buying. What they call it on stomach infrastructure or no stomach infrastructure.
Yes.
It's all about let's go serve and be good.
Yes.
But I think that's
Any
all.
more tweets?
No tweets. No tweets.
Good. That's where we wrap it up for today. A fresh edition coming your way, same time, same place next week. I'm Alero Edu, wishing you a happy weekend. And don't forget to stay with us through the day for happenings in Osun State.
Indeed, I'm Neo Taigbe, thanking you for being with us. The election Osun Decides studios will open again at 12 noon, where our guests will be guests here, and then our anchors will help to connect you with our correspondents on ground, bringing you up to speed about happenings over there. Channels TV will keep you updated. If you have any need for any information, check out our website, channelstv.com. Till we come your way again, I'm Neo Taigbe. Bye-bye.
Bye.